Welcome, dear listeners, to the Manual of the Macabre, where terror lurks in every word. Prepare to be plunged into a nightmarish abyss as we enter these cursed pages. But beware, for once you enter the realm of the macabre, there may be no turning back. So turn down the lights, stoke the flames of your imagination, and prepare yourself for a journey into the shadows. The Headless Horseman, a short story. In the heart of a dense, eerie forest where ancient trees loomed like twisted sentinels and the moon's feeble light struggled to penetrate the thick canopy, there existed a village. A tale was whispered among the villagers of a spectral figure that haunted the woods. This entity, known only as the Headless Horseman, was said to roam the darkened paths on moonless nights, seeking vengeance upon unsuspecting souls. One fateful evening, as the village lay shrouded in silence and the forest exhaled its ominous breath, two daring souls ventured into the shadows. Sarah, a spirited young woman with fiery determination, and Thomas, a skeptical yet courageous adventurer who sought to unravel the mysteries that lurked within the ancient woodlands. Their journey led them deeper into the heart of the forest, where the gnarled branches seemed to reach out like skeletal fingers, grasping at the fabric of reality itself. A sense of foreboding weighed heavy upon them, but their curiosity drove them forward. As they delved deeper into the darkness, the air grew thick with an otherworldly chill, and the distant echo of hoofbeats filled the night. Sarah's heart quickened with apprehension, while Thomas's rational mind grappled with the irrationality of their quest. Suddenly, amidst the oppressive silence, a haunting cry pierced the stillness, a blood-curdling scream that sent shivers down their spines. And then, emerging from the shadows, they beheld the spectral form of the Headless Horseman, his ethereal figure mounted upon a midnight black steed, its eyes ablaze with malevolent fury. With fear gripping their hearts, Sarah and Thomas stood frozen in terror as the Headless Horseman bore down upon them, his spectral form illuminated by the eerie glow of moonlight. His voice, a chilling whisper carried upon the wind, spoke of ancient grievances and unquenchable rage. In a desperate bid for survival, Sarah and Thomas fled deeper into the forest, their footsteps echoing through the gloom as they sought refuge from the vengeful spirit that pursued them. But in the heart of the darkness, where the boundary between the living and the dead blurred into obscurity, their fate hung precariously in the balance. As Sarah and Thomas dashed through the tangled undergrowth, the spectral hoofbeats thundered behind them, drawing closer with each passing moment. Branches snatched at their clothes, like a suffocating blanket. In their frantic flight, they stumbled upon an ancient overgrown path hidden beneath a canopy of twisted branches. Without hesitation, they veered onto it, hoping it would lead them to safety, or at least offer a momentary respite from the pursuing phantom. The path wound deeper into the forest, the moonlight struggling to pierce the dense foliage overhead. Sarah's breath came in ragged gasps, her heart pounding in her chest as adrenaline surged through her veins. Thomas, his skepticism all but forgotten in the face of imminent danger, urged her on with grim determination. But as they dared to hope they had eluded their pursuer, a deafening roar shattered the silence, reverberating through the trees like a thunderclap. The ground trembled beneath their feet as an unseen force surged past them, tearing through the underbrush with unearthly speed. With dread coiling in their stomachs, Sarah and Thomas pressed on, driven by a primal instinct to survive. Yet no matter how fast they ran, or how far they fled, the relentless specter of the Headless Horseman remained hot on their heels, his spectral form looming ever closer with each passing moment. As they reached the edge of a steep ravine, their path blocked by the yawning chasm below, Sarah and Thomas skidded to a halt, their breath catching in their throats. With nowhere left to run and the vengeful spirit closing in fast, they found themselves staring into the abyss, their minds racing for a way to escape their impending doom. In a desperate bid for salvation, Sarah's gaze fell upon a thick vine snaking its way down the sheer cliff face, its twisted tendrils dangling tantalizingly within reach. Without a moment's hesitation, she seized hold of it, her fingers clenching tight as she braced herself for the perilous descent. With Thomas following close behind, they began their treacherous descent into the darkness below, their bodies swinging precariously as they fought to maintain their grip on the vine. The Headless Horseman's enraged cries echoed through the night, mingling with the sound of their labored breaths as they descended deeper into the abyss. But just as they reached the safety of solid ground, a bone-chilling wail pierced the air, freezing them in their tracks. Turning back, they beheld the spectral form of the Headless Horseman looming on the edge of the ravine, his ethereal figure bathed in the pale glow of moonlight. With a final haunting cry, the vengeful spirit vanished into the night, leaving Sarah and Thomas shaken, but alive. As they caught their breath amidst the eerie stillness of the forest, they knew that they had narrowly escaped the clutches of death, but the memory of their encounter with the Headless Horseman would haunt them for years to come, a chilling reminder of the ancient terrors that lurked within the heart of the forest.